Vilken fart! Mycket vad de springer. Jag skulle inte ta den ju.
Okay, Diane Russell, this is for you.
Ja, vi förstod detta. Jag avlider.
Okay, you got my finger.
Den där var lite. Det var mycket mindre än de andra. Vad heter den?
Min heter Endo.
Magbägg. Oj! Och min tam. Och jag smäller av. Vad jag sjunger. Kolla, han håller om det.
Run it down. More.
Vad smart att de inte ställer upp den.
Ja, så alla får se. Men han är verkligen hundkoll. Han liksom tar ju den runt snart.
Han verkligen suger som en liten bebis. Jo, men alltså om man tänker som en
Riktig bebis. Som en människa.
ja, så tunga runt den.
Men det är ändå bara 4. Kolla, nu huvudet han. Vad besviken han blev nu. Eller hon. Det är den. Han fattade att han inte skulle stå kvar där. Ja, det ser ut så. Kolla nu, här kommer han snart inte få mer. Han typ bara, han var nej. Eller så sa han, ge mig mer. Han vill ha mer. Ni ser båda som smutsiga. Men vi är softklassar. Men ni dricker den vatten. Det kommer ju massa, för det är så mycket flaskor.
Lisa offen alla. Yeah.
De dricker typ ofta med 5 år. Nej. Jag suger. Oj, han sparar lite. Den suger lite. Den är minst. Här såg lite större ut. Men det säger han ut så jag tror min inte är så mycket.
Oh, more coming.
Crying out loud.
Lite. Han var ju mega lite.
Second class for recess. Wow.
Med den lilla han springer bara, han attackerar den andra.
I want mines.
Kommer det bli med den lilla? Det kommer en till jättelite.
Hello, buddy.
De som har fått är ändå nöjda med 2.
Ja.
Not me. That's priceless. The runs of the litter. Is that the hers?
Han blev arg. Försökte vi inom
Då har jag is. That's why you want to be nerds.
Yeah, that's the backside. Try not to take it all personally, but
Janice,
the backside.
here we go again.
Another bathroom shot. No matter where you turn, it's that way too. I'm decorating one of my bathrooms, Pastor. And you know. I'm just going to laugh when I go in there. Zebra, rhino, and not elephant. There's a reason. Hello. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, my, oh.
Lord.
Ja. Jag vet jag. Jag tror min är något större. Jag tror min är lite längre. De är ändå inte stora.
Det var lika bra att ge
De har liksom
Freaking
en
restaurants.
flaska liksom. Ska jag?
That one we done.
Yeah.
Really?
Hello, hello, hello. Gimme.
Studera mjölk.
You all thought I was finished? Guess what? There are more elephants.
Kolla han där borta där.
He's feeling himself. Oh, Lord, I hope you're not right this way.
I did.
Kolla han trycker in ansiktet i hela. Nu kommer det en hit.
Okay. Bermudians.
Likes it.
Vad leriga de här.
Oh my God, the dust.
I see nothing but kind of. I get it. Oh my goodness. I just got an itch. Look at it.
Pay attention, everybody. this opportunity and welcome you all at the David Sheldrick Warren Trust. And we'll kindly request you all to try and maintain total silence for the period that we're going to be here, so that we can be able to see these baby elephants and also to learn more about them. And if you maintain silent, the elephants will be able to come very close to the line where you are, which means you will have the privilege to touch and play with them. And while playing with them, make sure that you do it silently so that you don't interrupt with the others who are very close to you and are interested in listening to their stories. If the elephants come very close to the line where you are allowed to touch and take some photos. While touching them, make sure that you don't put your hands in their mouths. This is because all the elephants have got teeth. And so if you put your hands in the mouth and something happens, please, you cannot be held responsible. We also advise to make sure that you keep standing up if the elephants come very close to the line where you are. If you squat down or sit down, some of the elephants see you as a toy to play with. And so they might want to come and push and kick as they do with the soccer ball. But if you keep standing up, it will give you a lot of respect. And if you got a mobile phone on you, you are advised to use it only for taking photos and not for communication, because everyone communicating on their phones will be making noise for all the rest. And smoking is not allowed within the zone. So the David Sheldrick Warren Trust is a project that was started officially back in the year 1967 after the death of David Sheldrick, who was a naturalist and the senior founder warden of the large Tsavo National Park. And after his death, this project was started under the management of Dr. Dave Duffy Sheldrick. Right now, it is under the management of Dr. Dave Duffy Sheldrick and her daughter Angela Sheldrick. And so this project is taking care of orphan baby elephants and orphan baby rhinos, and later on reintroducing them back into the wild. And that is why all the babies that you can see here today are orphans. We rescue them from different parts of the country, and they all have different reasons for being orphans. Some of them, we know exactly what caused them to be left orphans, and that is why we rescue them. Others, we're really not very sure of what happened to them or what caused them to be left an orphan. But since they were found all alone, without a mother, and without the rest of the family members to provide protection, and that is why we had to come in and help rescue them. A young elephant will need the mother's milk for the first 3 years minimum. This means if they happen to lose the mother's milk below 2, they cannot survive. So if they starve today, the horse can be attacked by the lions, so the hyenas will be killed. And so that is the reason to why we rescue all those that are found when they are 2 years and below, so that we can raise them here in the nursery for approximately 3 years. And any time after the age of 3, we will start to reintroduce these elephants back into the wild. And we necessarily don't take them where we found them, but we'll always reintroduce them to Tsavo East National Park and to Gwedi Forest. And so we've got race stations based with our people who will lead the elephants in the park every day, setting them free, so that they can interact with different groups of wild elephants and communicate and make friends. Late in the evening, all our orphans will be directed in our beds where they'll all spend the night. But after a long period of interaction and communication with different groups of wild elephants, the relationship between our orphans and the wild elephants becomes some bond. And then our orphans will be invited and adopted to different groups of wild elephants. And once they all get adopted, they will be trained by the wild elephants and how to stay back into the wild naturally. They will be protected against all other dangers out in the world. They will also be warned against human beings that they were coming. Which means all the orphans that you can see here now at some point will have become as well as any other elephant out there. This process of reintroducing them back into the wild takes quite a long time before it fully happens.
He loves the
It's
Bermudians.
a minimum of about 5 years before they start to become wild. And the text is long period because it depends on the different characters of different elephants. It depends on the reasons that have caused them to be left open. It also depends on their age. It also depends on the cost of the elephant. We always stay in groups of families. That is why they anyhow in our
Janice, come get your baby, please.
that is why our people have to stay with it until they can be well adopted. And once they can get adopted, then we can successfully say we've achieved our target. Our main target here is to rescue them from the things that have been found often and this means if a young elephant comes to the nursery, this young elephant will stay with us for a minimum of about 8 years before they start to become wild. In addition to taking care of the baby elephants and rhinos, we also have other projects that we undertake.
Stay right
For
over there.
example, we have got mobile veterinary units. These mobile veterinary units will go around the park looking for naturally injured animals, treating them, and just setting them free to continue with their own natural life. This is not necessarily on elephants and rhinos alone. It is with any other wild animals that have been found out there with any health problems. Once identified, we are conducted. The mobile veterinary unit will either fly to the scene or drive to the scene to go and help free the injured animals,
Naughty boy.
immediately set them free to continue their own natural life. We also have anti-poaching teams. These teams are mostly based in Saba. We will go around the park looking for snares and declaring them. The snares are the traps that are set in the park, especially by the poachers and sometimes by the communities living in these areas.
Oh no.
To get hold
They're
of
not
these
coming.
other tiny animals for game meat or for speed. And so our anti-poaching teams will make sure that they follow all the snares to the park. We'll also help drive away the people that are burning chaff in the park to ensure that the park is kept free and safe for all wild animals. We also have a dog unit that works together with our anti-poaching team and will make a follow-up in case there are signs of poachers identified. The dogs will assist so that the poachers can be caught in the long run. We also have an aerial surveillance based within Saba Conservation Area with 5 aircraft who will fly in the air monitoring what is happening in the park. In case the animals identified who are safe within the park, then our aerial surveillance will be able to conduct a mobile veterinary unit to go and help treat them, immediately set them free after the treatment. We also have a community project which is based within Saba Conservation Area. And we'll go around the communities that are neighboring the park giving them education. This community project will also go around the schools that are neighboring this area and giving education to the children. When the children are still young in school, they need to learn that all animals are important. All animals have the right to life. And these animals should not be killed just because somebody is interested in their ivory, in the skin, or in the meat. And the areas where all these animals stay should be protected, which means people should stop cutting trees and instead should plant more to preserve all our forests and make sure that all other animals have got a place to feed and hide. We believe when the children are taught this, when they're still young in school, they will be able to keep it in their minds. And when they're fully grown, they will have to make good use of their knowledge by ensuring that they help protect all other animals in general. And so generally those are the projects that are being undertaken by the David Sheldrick Water Trust, which is working together with the Kenya Water Service to ensure that all animals are in the park. The sick ones have been treated and set free. The orphans have been rescued. The snares have been put out. And the park is safe for all wild animals. Different reasons have caused all these babies to be left open. And human-wildlife conflict is one of the main reasons that has caused them to be left better. Human-wildlife conflict is a big problem in our country. This is a problem because we always increase the population of man, the human being, compared to the space the size of land. This has caused human beings to occupy areas that we don't know where they come from. That is why areas where these animals have known originally to browse and look for water have been occupied by people. Migratory groups of wild animals no longer exist. They've been occupied by farmers. People raise farming, building structures, and doing lots of development in this area. And that is why if the animals want to migrate to one area to another, they will find it very difficult because they will encounter the crops and structures. And the owners of these crops and structures will want to find the animals way. In that process of the fight, it is always the babies that will suffer most. The babies will suffer most because they will have been separated from the rest of the family members and left alone at a very young age where they can't survive without the mother's milk. And also without protection against other dangers. And so if identified, we are conducted and supply out immediately to go and have residents wherever part of the country will have been identified. And that is why human-wildlife conflict is one of the major reasons that has caused some of these babies to be left orphans and therefore brought here in the nursery. I'm reporting the other major and main reason that has caused most of these babies to be left orphans. And I'm reporting is a real problem in our country and in the whole of Africa. As we shall be talking about the elephants one by one, we will be able to realize that most of them have come in because the mothers have been killed in the past to be taken over. It is unfortunate that agriculture is still taking place. And I want to say it's unfortunate because it's being perfected by we human beings. Yet it is our role as human beings to care and protect these animals.
There you go, Janice.
So as human beings, we fail in this role by causing them to be left homeless just because we are interested in their ivory. And an elephant ivory adds no value to human life. So that is why I would like to invite all of you are here today to have stop poaching. You can have stop poaching if you want. And this is right from your home and right from your country. You only need to fix your minds and stop to buy things that are made from ivory or anything from the rhino horns. If we all did that, those of you who are here today, we will have made a very big change in the life of those animals. This means the poachers will not have a market. Once they don't have a market, you won't see the need to continue killing the elephants because they don't have a place to sell these items. But if you continue looking for this special expensive ornaments that are made from ivory, or things for display, or anything from the rhino horns, then remember, you will be sending out the poachers to go and kill the elephants so that the end product can be sold to you. Which means you will be part of the chain that is causing all these babies to be left orphans, which is really not good. So that is why I would like to urge all of you are here today to seriously consider to help stop poaching by ensuring that you stop buying anything. I mean anything that comes from these animals. And if we all did that, and also spread the same message to all our friends, we will have ensured that these animals should only die from a natural death, what we all expect to happen to us as well. And that is why ivory poaching is one of the major and main reasons that has caused most of these babies to be left orphaned, and therefore brought here in the nursery. Some of the babies were found falling down wells, falling down manholes, gotten stuck in the mud, washed down the river during the heavy rainfall, so the mothers were nowhere to help rescue them. And a few of them are orphans from natural reasons. And by natural reasons, I mean the mothers have died from old age, from natural diseases, and from starvation back into the world. But just very few of them are orphans from natural reasons. The majority of them, the reasons for being orphans are human related in one way or the other. That is why it is important that as human beings, we have to come in and make sure that we give them a second chance to survive back into the world. Otherwise, without them being identified and being rescued, it means all that you can see now would have died, which means the population of in our country will be going down every now and then. And in the very, very near future, we will end up having lost all redundancy. And so right now, we've got a total of 33 elephants in the nursery. And out of the 33,
Hello, sir.
you will be able to see
My mom's gonna love
27 of
this.
them. The rest will not come down
On behalf of
because
Diane Russell.
they are the youngest and the latest arrivals, so we've got in the nursery who still need some special attention. And that's why they won't be coming down. The 27 will come down into groups. Right now we've got a group of 15 elephants. A few minutes from now, all the 15 will walk away so that we can get in another group of 12 elephants, slightly older than the group that we've got now. We all have names, and we've named them after the place that we rescued them for reasons that have caused them to be left hopeless. And that is how we can easily tell them apart. If I mention the names, some of you will want to know how this project is being funded. And this project does not have any special funding. This project entirely depends on your donations. We also have a fostering scheme where you can adopt or sponsor an elephant as a toy at a minimum fee of $50 a year or 5,000 Kenya shillings a year. Once you pay this fee, you will have helped to save the life of an elephant that would have died back into the world. And once you pay this fee, we will give you a certificate in the name of the elephant that you will have adopted. You'll also get a special watercolor paint written done by Angelo Church. You'll also get a picture profile of your elephant, including our newsletter. Then you fill in a form giving us your details plus your email address, so that every month we update you and let you know how your elephant is doing plus all the others that we've got in the nursery. If you adopt an elephant in the nursery only at $50 a year, we also update you on the keeper's diary, which is written every day by the keeper, telling different stories from different orphans. And all that will be brought to you on monthly basis online. We also allow you to come in the evening at 5 and see your baby go to bed without further payment, but with an appointment. And we insist, you need to come at 5. You need to make an appointment because we don't allow the whole public to come in. We only take a smaller group per evening. One should have already adopted or should be coming to adopt that evening. We insist on a smaller group so that you have a better time to enjoy seeing them go to bed and also for the betterment of the elephants. We also allow you to go down to Savo and see our big orphans. Our big orphans in Savo are not open to the public, especially to those that have already entered the elephant in the nursery. Without permission letter from Dr. named after children, you will be directed on where to find them and at what time, so that you can enjoy some time with a big orphans in Savo, regardless of where your adopted baby is. And so that is how we manage to get funds to help raise this baby elephant. And it does not matter which elephant the one picks to adopt. This is because the money goes to all of them. But we insist that you pick on a name, so that we can send you specific details of your particular elephant, and general information of all the others that we've got in the nursery. And remember, you can adopt an elephant for yourself, or can do it as a gift to somebody. And when you do it as a gift, then it is a gift recipient who receives the update every month. And if you do it for yourself, then it will receive the updates every month until after 1 year. We will let you know so that you can decide if you want to renew it or not. And so that is why it is important that after you've seen all the 27 elephants that will have come before you, you make a choice of which one that you want to help support. And on your way out at the shop where you did your entrance fee, we got the forms for you to fill in, so so that you can get a certificate in the name of your elephant and walk back home a very lucky parent for baby elephant. And if you don't have the cash on you to do that right away, you can pick some information on the table on your way out, which has got a web card. And when you're back at home, you can go on a website, see all the elephants you've got, and still help support the project by adopting an elephant online. Attention everybody, please. Attention everybody, please. I call for your attention, please, everybody. There is a lot of noise from every direction. There is a lot of noise from every direction, which is not good for the elephants and not good for those who want to listen. So for those that are making a lot of noise, please try to minimize your talking. The elephants are not domestic animals. They are wild animals. And that is one of the reasons why we only open for 1 hour per day. The rest of the day, the elephants are out in the park, learning by natural instinct on how to become wild. And if you are here and you're making a lot of noise, remember you're not helping them. Noise makes some of the elephants get scared and others overexcited, and that's why they want to talk to the crowd. And that is why for the short period that you are remain with, please try to maintain silence. 15 elephants before us now, and the 15 are ranging from approximately 10 months old. The small elephant on my right, named Malima, who was rescued from Sava Conservation Area, a drought victim. At the far end close to the line, we've got an elephant by the name Joto, who is also about 10 months old, rescued from Samburu, a place called Namunya, a found fallen down a well when he was about 3 weeks old. Right now, Joto is approximately 10 months old. At 11 months, standing together with a keeper, an elephant by the name Ambo, who was rescued from Amboseli National Park. And Ambo was found fallen down a well, and that's why we rescued him. Close to my right, an elephant by the name Esambu, who is a year old. And Esambu was rescued from Amboseli National Park. She was identified all alone. We could not tell exactly for sure what caused her to be left an orphan. And that's why we rescued her. We suspect maybe her mother might have been killed by poachers, and that's why she was left alone. At the far end, the smallest in size of them all, an elephant by the name Tamiyoe, who is about a year old. And Tamiyoe was rescued from Samburu, Namunyak area. She was found falling down a well, and that's why we rescued her. Right now, she's approximately about a year old. Very close to Tamiyoe, an elephant by the name Sana Sana, who is approximately about 14 months old. And Sana Sana was rescued from Samburu, Namunyak area, found all alone, without the mother and without the rest of the family members. And that's why we rescued her. After Sana Sana, we got an elephant at the park and also a 14 months old an elephant called Kavia, who was rescued from Mount Kenya Forest after she had been separated from her family, the human beings, therefore a victim of human water conflict. Rolling in the mud, an elephant by the name Karen, who is approximately 16 months old. And Karen was rescued from Sava Conservation Area place called Iwani and identified all alone. Getting outside the water hole, an elephant by the name Murit, who is slightly above 2 years old. And Murit was rescued from Samburu Namunyak area, found fallen down a well. Close to me right in the middle, the elephant that has not gone into the water, his name is Doto. And Doto is approximately 2 years old, rescued from the Doto Mountains, which are found in Samburu, prematurely born and left alone immediately after birth. That's why we rescued him. On my right, an elephant by the name Ngilai, who is only 18 months old, rescued from Samburu, a place called Wamba, found fallen down the well when he was about 2 weeks old. Standing close to the water trough at the far end, an elephant by the name Lasayen, at 2 years old, close friend with Doto. Lasayen was rescued from Samburu Sarara Valley, found fallen down a well, and that's why we rescued him. The big one that has gotten out of the water hole with a bump behind. An elephant by the name Rapper, who also happens to be the naughty boy in the group. And Rapper was rescued from Samburu Sera Conservancy, found fallen down a well. Close to my right, an elephant by the name Godoma, at 18-month-old, rescued from Sava Conservation Area, Taita Hills, Godoma Valley. She was found trapped in a water hole, all by herself. And lastly, we've got the biggest in size of them all, right in front, an elephant by the name Mbegu, who is 2.5 years old. Mbegu was rescued from Naibunga Conservancy, which is found in Laikipia, a victim of human-wildlife conflict. Her mother was killed by the communities neighboring this area when they were fighting the elephants that had come into their farms, destroying their crops. And in that process of the fight, the mother was killed. The baby was left alone. The same people identified the baby all alone, went ahead to fight her, stoned her, and even speared her. And by the time she was found, she already had 4 spear wounds all around her body, which we successfully managed to treat and heal. But before we were conducted about her rescue, a few people from the crowd wanted to save her life and managed to sneak her from the rest of the crowd, went to hide her in a classroom close to a school around this area. And that is when we were conducted about her rescue. She was about 1.5 months old by then, right now approximately 2.5 years old. She also happens to be the little mini matriarch of the group because she's the oldest female. And also by her natural behavior, she also happens to be the smartest elephant of them all. The elephant who's got the strongest maternal instinct, who always wants to stay and take care of the young ones. And that's why she's the only big one in this group of 15 elephants. So they've walked away to allow space for another group of 12 to join us anytime now. And before the next group comes in, if there are any questions from any direction, you are free to ask.